Welcome to What a Time to Be Alive, the only podcast counting down everything this week that made you say, what a time to be alive. And now, Patrick Monahan, Kath Barbadoro, and Eli Uden.
Folks, welcome to Time to Be Alive, the only podcast that counts down things each week that make you say the thing that's titled the podcast. I'm Patrick Monahan.
I'm Eli Uden. No Kath Barbadoro this week. She's been broken down into individual strands. She has to be recombined in some sort of secret machine. So
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, they gotta braid her
do
back.
It. Every few years, we all got to do it.
Yeah, it feels good to do it, and they got to braid her back on, like the fates with those threads. But we have a very special guest, a friend of the pod, very funny comedian, just has a new book that is not quite out, but is almost out, and then you can buy it as if it was out, and then they'll send it to you when it is out. It's Alison Leiby, and that book is I'm a Lot, correct?
Hello, yes, I'm a lot. I'm a
We're
lot.
not going to tell you what the book is called. You have to figure it out
that's
yourself.
the secret.
You
Good
can
luck
pre-order
with
it.
AI. Telling you.
Pre-orders are up. Title not locked, but
yeah.
and the
Still
untitled-
workshopping what we're going to call it, how it's going to look.
Yeah.
But you can buy one. No.
Somebody should put out a book with the exact title of the, what is it, like the publisher's, the deadline story, where it's like Untitled Alison Leiby Project. And just leave it that way the whole time.
Somebody must have done that at this point.
Yeah, that feels like that has to have been done at this point.
Or like a film project has been that or something. I just want to call it TK. TK.
That was of my back when I was employed back in those crazy old days. That was one of the business. To me, it was like a business acronym that I could not understand, and then nobody would tell me, and then so I just was like, I don't understand why TBD is are we really we're that efficiency where it's like we got to get rid of the BD is eating into our time. So I can learn right now. What is TK?
TK is because it doesn't occur in any words in English. So if you search for TK, it'll bring you to all the places you write TK if you don't have something yet.
Oh.
And I stupidly
TBD?
thought it was to come, but
To come,
spelled
yeah.
wrong. I don't know
Right.
if that's true or not, but it feels that way to me.
To come like the come and go chain of gas
That's
stations.
correct. It's KUM.
That's
Yes.
spelling of come. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
it's
official
TOO.
journalist
It's
way.
too cum. It's too much cum.
Yeah. Oh, gross.
No.
Yeah, but I was like, that was one of those things where when I was working at unnamed websites or whatever, and then I would do a lot of, you're not going to believe this, but a lot of articles online, there's a number involved in the title, some sort of sequence or amount
Interesting.
of entries.
Haven't noticed.
And it was always TK, and I was like, why do I have to do? It was just one of those real what are we doing here? Why leads into a spiral of why are we doing this at all? But I was just I feel like I could just say TBD and it'd be fine. But no.
Yes.
Had
No,
to be
it's
all-
because those letters don't occur together in any words that typically are used in English, and therefore you can find control F. You can find all of the places that you didn't finish writing yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to think to really send this into a period of just deep non-entertaining. I'm what is TBD? Does that ever show up? But you know what? It's not worth it. It's not worth
Yeah.
it to
Right. Yeah. Also,
plumb those depths. Yeah, we're all
This
good.
is so boring.
We're going into deep punctuation vocabulary podcast. Very good. Very nice.
We are thinking outside the bun.
That's. Do you think they say that to the in the actual meetings with that fast food chain? I'm sure they do, and I'm sure that
I hope
everyone wants
so.
to absolutely destroy their own head every time they say it.
We can't say what they are because they would come after us.
Yes.
Yeah, some sort of bell-based
Say our name.
some sort of bell-based franchise. They're doing a lot of work over there. I will always respect. No one can say that Taco Bell is sitting on its laurels. I
They
mean,
got the
they're
food scientists. They're putting in the work.
Yeah.
they're in the lab. And they're giving you
Reconstituting the
access.
same 5 things.
That's the thing. That's impressive.
That's the thing that's
you would not
impressive.
think of this many shapes of the same
Yeah.
few things.
Every other
Yeah.
fast food chain is we're adding fried jalapenos to the burger, and TB is Taco Bell.
We could say it's Taco Bell.
We could say Taco Bell.
Yeah.
It's just we found a new way to make a corn tortilla something, and you're great.
They're
I'm
doing
in.
a lot of.
I'll take
They're
10.
doing a lot of applying their dusts to stuff because they have a lot of dusts over there.
They do have a lot of.
So
They're really advanced in dust technology.
Dust is like the last thing that we're good at, man. That's like America. That's American culture. You know, that's it. We got the guys making the dust in huge office parks in New Jersey. You know, guys in the lab, and they're making a dust that tastes like a 3-course meal all at once.
Yes.
And you know,
but no one gets real food.
No, that's what the people who are here for the World Cup. They're like, how can this be? How can this taste like this? And it's like, welcome.
Welcome.
You can't have it. It's illegal where you're from, actually, because it's contains a variety of things that are not supposed to go in your body. But
yeah.
Shouldn't be near humans. And yet we're like, put it on everything. I don't care.
Yeah,
Again,
don't
care if I live or die.
It's like they're like, no, yeah, it's food regulations that you have. That's why you can't have any of this stuff.
Yeah. You know how you guys have vegetables? Well, we don't have those, but we do have 90 different dusts that mimic ranch.
Yes, all of our vegetables come from like a slurry in a Del Monte plant somewhere that they've been like sitting and just like kind of absorbing standing water in for the last 100 years. It's an ancient bog of like green beans.
Sea to shining sea.
God, I hate it here so much.
Yeah, we're soaking them all in the reflecting pool, which
yes.
The reflecting
it's
bog.
not out.
The reflecting bog.
It's fascinating. We're gonna start having will-o'-the-wisps show up on the mall. We're gonna start having the headless horseman is riding through at night.
That thing from Lord of the Rings, and they're trying to get into Moria, is going to come out of there, you know, and start grabbing people. And I think that's beautiful.
Yeah, I think it's nice. I think it's good that if you go near it, you go to jail.
That's true.
Yes. If you look at it, a cop arrests you. That's cool. For standing water.
You're Antifa. You're going to cut up the beautiful paint that would have solved the problem if Antifa had not done that. So
yes, I'm obsessed with they cut the pool with a knife. What are you talking about?
That's right.
That sounds so crazy.
They're in there. I feel like it's just like they still think that every malcontent is out there with like a box cutter. Like they're still he's still thinking in like 60s, 70s New York things. And he's like, we got to get the guardian angels and they're reflecting. Well, they're in there with their box cutter taking souvenirs. It's like, no, also every single person they interview is like, yeah, it just sounds like they did it wrong. Everything that's happening sounds like someone who did this wrong. Like, no, we're going to lock this down.
Right. I have no information or skills or experience in how to refinish a pool, but I know I could do better than they did.
The intention was not to do it well. Yeah, the intention was to engage in various forms of graft that are increasingly more straightforward and they're not even really pretending anymore. So
no, it really is just like they're like, yeah, we painted it with paint that's not supposed to go in water. What are you going to do about it? And you're like, right.
Yeah, that's the.
Dude, we put in the algae attracting paint. That's my.
Yeah, it's that mold paint.
Oh man, yeah. We put all those microorganisms in there. We put in food. We put in a bunch of just kind of rotting food in there. It turns out that may have attracted some sort of life. But yeah, I mean, from everything that I've seen, like, and from what I know of, like, just I know for like friends of mine who are engineers and stuff, and it's just one of those things where it's like anytime a huge amount of water is involved, you just find out like how water just fucks everything. You're like, oh my God, when this is not just like in a nice glass for me to drink, it's like impossible to deal with on a large scale. And so that's what I've seen is at least like, and it's so funny because they interview.
It's like, hey, good, congratulations. This thing will be dissolving in front of you from now on in a very slow motion.
Yes.
If you're anywhere near the ocean, the salt will be just chewing it up. So enjoy.
It does. It is tracking
boats in lakes, rivers, and oceans.
Yeah,
it is tracking that way of like the happiest day in a president's life is when he buys a reflecting pool. The second happiest day is when he sells that reflecting pool.
Praise be to Allah.
Yeah, it's very entertaining, and they're obviously trying to just like suing everybody. So they've interviewed like like professionals, and they're all speaking like we do on this podcast when we bring up somebody, and Patty's like, whoa, where they're all like, I'm not going to speak with certainty on what they may have done and what those effects may have done, and we're not sure exactly what they did, but I'm saying, based on some information that I have, it does seem like this stuff was perhaps not the best material to be used. It's like so circular.
You've been indicted by Janine Pirro for the crime of criticizing the reflecting pool. So that's, and they can do that now. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
We have a cool
Janine
country
Pirro.
that I'm happy to live in. Happy birthday, America.
Oh yeah, that's cool. That's coming up. That's going to be
Coming up.
I've never
pumped, man.
I've never felt more patriotic than I do this week. Next week, it's going to be.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm really excited. I'm going to get one of those.
Well, I don't know.
passports.
It's not going to top the two guys with brain damage fighting each other on the White House lawn to give each other more brain damage. That was really
how else do you celebrate America than that?
I'm going to get those new passports that say welcome on them, which is not how passports work. It's
like,
really
welcome. Right. It's like, this is what I show to leave. You get that, right?
I think the answer is
has
no.
he ever held a passport in his hand, do we think? Probably not,
No.
right? No.
Not a chance.
But,
Yeah. It's current events. This is the sort of stuff that we
it's a beautiful
block
word.
out.
It's called passport. It's an old-fashioned word. It's a word that no one's ever said before, etc.
This is all the stuff we tamp down to try to have a functional day-to-day life. It's just like the
I
telltale
know.
heart, where it's just like the beat of news in the back of my head while I'm like, no. Let's do
I
other
know.
stuff. Let's,
I like glance at my phone and I'm like, not now. I have to get food.
Yeah, and then
so hard.
an interesting thing that I've noticed, like I don't know if you guys are Apple News heads. We're really plugging lots of big corporations today.
If not us, then who?
Yeah. Also, shout out to Apple for their new cameras, which are following both Patty and Allison around as they move. Real surveillance vibe to them instead of
Yes, it's very like terminate, like how do you turn it off?
You don't, because they must see you. They must see you at all times. It's locked into your face.
Oh, I think it's the thing called center stage on the thing in the menu bar. I think that's what it is. That automatically
That
tracks
sounds
you.
like some Apple shit.
When we're done
That
with
sounds-
this, I'm spending the rest of my afternoon figuring out how to turn this off.
That's some
and it will
Apple shit. You
take
have
me
to turn
all
off the setting. They name the setting something completely unhelpful and vaguely positive, where it's called like "you're a star," and you're like, you have to turn that off because otherwise,
Yeah,
because
because I like went into settings and I was like, clearly there should be an option for the camera of the computer.
Mm-hmm.
That should be somewhere in like the basic settings, and like there just isn't. It's like
Options.
No.
Siri, options.
Yeah, it's protecting all those.
Help me.
Yeah. But no, I've noticed like, and it makes so much sense with like what everyone's gotten into now, but like my news app is now overrun with just like Miss Manners shit, but for horrible life events that people have had. And even those are like titled in a way. So just, I open news and it's like, first, it's like we're bombing somebody.
Yeah.
And then second is like, my husband has a deep dark secret and it ruined my wedding. And I'm just like, oh, okay, cool.
Right. Stop quoting The Cut.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's what they all are. So it's cool.
All that. That's fun. That's news.
We need Twiggy back. More news about Twiggy water skiing. Is Twiggy still around? I don't know the lifespan on squirrels, but Twiggy had a chokehold on the news at one point.
Well, I think you meant the model. I was like the model
me
from
too. The woman?
Andy Warhol era. She's
Oh,
around,
no.
I think.
But you're talking about a squirrel that water skis?
Yeah, Twiggy. Twiggy was the squirrel's name. Good squirrel name in general. And for a while, Twiggy the water skiing squirrel was like, Twiggy the water skiing squirrel was like the lorem ipsum of local news, where it was like if you had space to fill, you would simply put in Twiggy.
Throw
and
him up there.
Show Twiggy water skiing. And then that would get you there. That would get you to the runtime. Double checking to make sure I'm not, inaccurately describing Twiggy. Yep, Twiggy the water skiing squirrel got his or her own Wikipedia page. Yeah, around there. Chuck and
There
Lou Ann
simply
Best, a
cannot
couple
be
living in
that.
Sanford, Florida.
This can't be the same Twiggy.
It's as the model. No,
Well,
it's a squirrel.
1978.
Unless
The original Twiggy was adopted in 1978. I don't know what squirrel lifespans are, but
I don't think they live to be like 48. So
Yeah, they got turtle stuff on. Apparently, this family is questionable because it seems like they've just been trying to get animals to skate in some way over and over.
I don't love that.
They trained a chimpanzee to roller skate and named it Moose. So they've just been trying to get on the news, trying to get on local news.
I'm a little confused by the claim that Twiggy made an appearance in the film Megamind, which is computer animated. So I don't think Twiggy did make an appearance.
No one made an appearance. The actors didn't make an appearance in that movie.
Yeah. It's the only live action part of Megamind is
yeah,
just
maybe there's
Twiggy,
a clip on the TV
water
or
skiing
something.
Squirrel.
Yeah, I don't know. No bitches.
I always want to. Can you find those? You know when they throw like fake cartoons on in shows. I love when because you watch like crime shows too, Allison, right? That's one of your. Am I guessing wrong here? Oh, okay. I'm sorry for assuming as such, but
Oh, because I'm a woman, I like seeing people get murdered.
look. If we could go back in time, but
Good night.
I watch a lot of them. And there's always so there's a lot of like latchkey kids in those shows, and they're always watching a fake Looney Tunes that's like some just like weird show you've never seen. I'm always like, can I find these? Can I track down the footage? I want to see the off-brand royalty-free Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Of just like, what I assume is 20 minutes of things hitting each other with mallets. I'd like to see them. I'd like to see if they're any good. But
the thing that the kid is watching in Pulp Fiction before Christopher Walken gives him the watch, where it's like the Conan, it's like an Inuit with like the Conan O'Brien like mouth thing going from what I remember, and it's just talking. It's like, this is not very entertaining for kids. You need some action here.
Yeah, they love Conan. He's watching Conan.
He's watching Conan, which is interesting because it was many years ago.
Yes,
and yet he was doing it.
They were soft launching Conan on the TV in Pulp Fiction. They're going to see how people reacted before they gave him, the reins.
Yeah.
But yeah,
and then took them back.
Took them back, and then kind of gave them back a little bit, and then really put them through the ringer in a various amount of things. And then he just ended up in podcasts with us. We were trying to scratch out our living, and suddenly
our peer Conan O'Brien.
Yeah. I did see a good tweet of somebody that was like showing that like what they call a podcast now, and just like, if you have a jib shot, you are not a podcast.
Yes.
Or it's just
I saw that.
full expensive Hollywood set. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, this is a podcast. It's like, this is a non-union late night talk show. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. It's one of those.
Are they fucking crazy?
It's like ridiculousness version of they're just like, are you just going to pump this out forever? No, everyone is freelancing. Everyone's a contractor.
I do like
cool.
that.
And one person's making $30 million a year.
Yeah.
I like
I
that
love capitalism.
They shoot the Pete Davidson one in like the Unabomber's cabin for some reason. I thought that was interesting.
The way that show looks is so insane. I'm like, this is weird across the board for all of the reasons it could there's so much like dead space around, like the shots are like not tight, and it's like, why would you even bother shooting this way? And then for it to be on Netflix, not even for it to be like, this is on YouTube, like whatever, we just set up a camera. It's like, no, you did a lot of work to set up this shot and you put it on Netflix, and it's bad.
Mm-hmm. It definitely like kind of hammers home the vibe. It's like, oh, this is something they show up to record and have never thought about in any other sense at all. Netflix, now the home for podcasts. Good stuff. And my beloved crime shows.
Number 5.
Crime shows. Number 5. Thank you, Shelby. This week.
Moving along.
Yeah. Number 5 this week comes to us from my bussy and me in the Discord. Thank you. As always, a classic name. Survived quite a long time now. We'll never get tired of hearing us say bussy. And this is just a story about a guy living his life to the fullest and being punished for it, unfortunately. This is from Leesburg, Florida, a constant, font of news for our podcast. Mm-hmm. This is so if you read just the story and what this man did, you go, oh, well, that's not allowed. And that's what they do. He was allegedly street racing at over 100 miles an hour in a sports car, which I guess that's usually what you do street racing in, while smoking a cigarillo. But where this becomes not just, like a plague on society or anything, I mean, still not great, I guess. That is a car sound. If you're wondering what this might sound like.
If you live in one of those retirement areas near one of the, like in a town that's full of older people in Florida, and you'd pull out on the highway, it's scary, man. They're just driving out there.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
They're just merging off vibes alone. They're just feeling it and cutting straight into your lane.
Half the time you're seeing just two hands on the wheel and nothing else because they're down there. They're down there low.
They're driving like gnomes down there in Florida.
Yes.
Purely decorative rearview mirrors. But yeah, so the thing is, the man in question is an 85-year-old, speaking of retirement communities. So this 85-year-old man was street racing at 100 miles an hour in a sports car, smoking a cigarillo, was arrested, and the first thing he said to the police when they pulled him over is he said, "I'm just having a little ride in my favorite car," which is outside of the risk of, life and limb to you and those around you. Hey, he's earned that. I mean, maybe not, depending on what he's done in his life, but what's he going to do? He can't have a little ride in his favorite car. It's got it's his favorite I can't say car. It's nice. Yeah. It's got echoes of that like tweet. I'm a little birthday boy. Or I'm just a little guy. What are you going to do? Sort of like, it's my birthday. Come on. Let me ride my favorite car.
He's
around.
Listening to a song called Angel Darling. He's listening to a doo-wop song and going 100 miles an hour.
Yeah. Listening to the slowest crooning while going, breaking the speed of sound.
The song's making my heart race.
I want to know what his other cars are.
I don't know. They haven't gone into his collection. I don't know if that's just his
favorite implies more than one car.
Maybe it's just nice. Maybe it's like you only had one. Even if you only have one child, you could be like, "You're my favorite son. You're my favorite daughter." Just a nice thing for him to say to make the car feel better. They don't talk about who he was racing, which I guess you have to have an opponent for it to count as street racing.
Yeah, otherwise it's not racing. It's just driving fast.
Yeah. I wonder if that's ever been a defense that they've had where it's two people are street racing. They're like, we were just both speeding. No.
Right.
We're not involved. Because I do think it's a lesser charge.
This isn't competitive. We just both were gunning it.
Yeah. Look, we're just both going fast. And there's only so much road. Yeah. I've never seen this car in my life.
We also don't know
this car in my life.
We do not know the lady in the short skirt that waved a flag just up the road before we started driving.
We think she was just showing off some fabric.
Mm-hmm.
She just did that.
The soundtrack to Tokyo Drift is just my favorite CD. The fact that I'm playing it right now has nothing to do with what I'm going on. There's no reason my car looks like the Hulk from Lil Bow Wow's.
The idea that someone does have the CD for Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift and they're like, this is what I listen to when I'm driving is very funny.
Yeah, throw it on, especially in Florida, a place where we once we were there for like spring break in college, and there was like, we were staying at, someone's parents' place down there, and put on Wu-Tang on a boombox, and I'm not joking when I say police were there within 35 seconds. Police were called immediately. As soon as any song that wasn't doo-wop came on, they were like, we have malcontents. There are malcontents here. Please, come scare them. So, yeah. Also, that's a fun, like the classic drug defense with her car. It's like, this isn't my car. And it's like, well, that makes this way worse. What are you talking about?
Right. And where'd you get it?
Okay, yeah. So this is interesting because, so the radar showed a red Corvette going 125, and this guy was going 110. So did the guy who won the race, was he even older? He was 90, the guy in the red Corvette, and that was the race. And wow. Yeah. I had to say, smoking a cigarillo during like being pulled over by a cop that's really something.
Yes. It's just chiefing away. I wonder if did they not catch the guy who won? Is it sort of a bear situation?
Yeah,
it's like
because he won.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's allowed to go free. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, if you win, there's no consequences.
They got to pull over the slower guy. I mean, it just adds kind of a wrinkle to the street race once you get chased, because now there's two rewards for winning, which is A, you're not the one they pull over, and B, pinks. That's what you get in street racing, right? You own their car.
They're racing for pinks.
I'm basing this heavily off Fast and the Furious.
I like the idea of saying that and no one knows what you mean. We're going to do it for pinks. Like, what? Like in the movie. What do you mean? Yeah. Oh, we don't do that. That's crazy. I don't want to lose my car. What are you, nuts? It's like, oh, all right.
Yeah,
giving away like $5.
Yeah, right.
What's the bargaining down?
Yeah,
price of a car? What, a hot dog? Like what?
Yeah, giving away that you've never street raced in your life. They're like, oh, you don't do this. You don't really do this, do you? You're like a movie guy. We don't do that. It's $20. Yeah, like you said, the accepted reward is $5. It's mostly a love of the game situation.
Yes.
Yeah, and so it does seem that this guy did try to use that defense slightly. They pulled over the gray sports car, driven by 85-year-old William Bosworth. And in the body camera video, they were asking him if he was street. That's how you got the car. Kate Bosworth bought it for him after her success on the silver screen. And they asked him if he was street racing, and he goes, "No. That guy swerved at me. I was trying to get away from him before we caused a problem."
I was trying to get away from him is so funny.
So good. Yeah.
I was trying to get away from him.
Yeah. Look, he was driving recklessly. I wanted no part of it. That's why I just had to take off. This, of course, all while smoking the cigarillo on the body cam.
In your favorite car.
In my favorite car, having a little ride. And yeah, I mean, I assume he's still getting arrested, or Florida. I feel like there is like an almost sovereign citizen energy to the elderly in Florida sometimes.
Yeah.
Like they live in those communities, and then I feel like they're almost like, oh no, the laws of my community, as if it's like a weird cult. They're like, the police have no jurisdiction. They just refer it to the co-op board, and they're like, "Oh, this is something my HOA handles." Actually, you just refer them back.
It's such a strange. I remember we had my grandmother's cousin Myrna or whatever. Like when I was down there on Myrna, yeah, an old Jew.
Florida name.
My mom and my mom took me and my friend to Florida over spring break when we were in middle school or whatever, just to go to the beach for a couple days while school was closed. And we were okay, she was with her mom, and we were okay, we're going to go have dinner with a family member. So we'll see you guys tomorrow or whatever. And we went to dinner with her. We went to dinner, ate dinner, and got back to the hotel within 45 minutes. We got back and they were "Oh, was she not available?" And we were no, we're done eating with her. She rushed through the meal and was okay, I'm going back to my house. And we were okay. And so then we went to the movies.
Inhale the chicken cordon bleu. Yeah. I mean, they're making the most of their time. And
yeah, she's I am busy.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
And I feel like those, I mean, they're going to the same restaurant. They're ordering the same thing.
They know what they're getting.
They're firing
everything's down to a routine.
They're probably texting. The restaurant gets a notification that they're on their way. They start firing the same dinner that they have every night of their life.
Yes.
And to get back to their comfortable chair, I think. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Yes.
I feel like it goes two ways with retirement or elderly communities, where it's either everyone's doing crosswords or everyone is fucking, or maybe some combination of the both. Because those are the two.
Yeah.
It's either a weird eyes wide shut elderly situation, or it's everyone is playing a board game. Look, all I know about that movie, which I haven't seen as many, is that they have a lot of sex in it, and they wear masks, I believe, hence the eyes. Yeah, and then playing board games that haven't been made in centuries, that they can't even, playing an unearthed version of backgammon from ruins somewhere, carefully. But yeah, so this guy, no word on the punishment for this man. Death, I assume. Yeah, stoned.
They're throwing him into the Everglades. He's got to defend him. If he can survive the alligators, he gets to live.
Mm-hmm. He's currently standing with his legs spread on a wide alligator's jaws, fall style, trying to avoid being eaten completely. But yeah, I mean, this is it's almost like the old joke. I guess it's more accurate than we thought. It's oh, my grandma passed away. How did she do? Flipped her, Corvette to a 90.
Yeah,
they're really doing it. They're doing it down there. So I think I can't say just let them go, but
You're not driving down there. What do you care?
Yeah, they're doing their own thing. I will say the idea of going 110 with the reaction speed of an 85-year-old is
scary.
You're turning left 2 miles after the exit directly into a bollard. Like, that's not going well.
Yeah, you hit Puerto Rico.
All roads lead. Yeah, you're going fast enough that you hydroplane all the way to Puerto Rico. You just skim across the water into a U.S. territory.
Several seconds after the exit, you're like, whoop, and you turn really fast, and then the car just rolls, like turns onto its side and rolls for like a mile, basically. Yeah, that's. I assume that's what's next. So good luck to this man. Then they
crawl out of the overturned Corvette, crawl to the dinner special, eat in 45 minutes, get back home. Plenty of time left.
They got to get to Outback by 5. They got to get their spot.
Yeah.
Bloomin' Onion would end the life of an 85-year-old, I think. That's not... Can't be doing that to your heart at that point in your life. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say they should give this guy carte blanche. I don't know anything about his life, but he's having a little ride.
I don't want to say they should give this guy a medal.
What can you do? I don't want to say they should reward him deeply for this behavior, but hey, like I said, little ride in his favorite car.
Little ride in his favorite car. I think it's a Beach Boys song.
Yeah, he's just living that Beach Boys life. What can you do? Hey, if you're enjoying this regular episode, why not check out our bonus episode? This week, we talk very briefly about the world's loudest man, and then we remember Farnsworth Bentley, and that sort of sends us off on a whole other journey.
So you can get that, plus all of our regular feed episodes with no ads at patreon.com/whatatimepod. Check it out.
Number 4?
Number 4!
Number 4 comes to us from Iguana Helium Cube in the Discord. Sorry to everyone who's driving and hearing the horn honking and may have run a red light just now.
You think there's a clown car behind you? There's not. Sorry.
Yeah, these clowns are going to be late. So number 4 is about.
They've got to get to Congress. No.
They're ripping down the Beltway in their clown car.
Finally, it's time someone said it. We got them. I'm just hearing that everyone in Congress has resigned. They're having a special election for every seat.
Got him.
Bye-bye.
All right, so number 4 is about South Carolina, which just made some changes to a long-standing law. No, it's not about anything you would think might be a law in South Carolina that's been the law for a long time. This is about letting people under 18 play pinball legally. That's what the law was
Finally.
about. And it was on the list of... it was a law that was not enforced, but was always just kind of the specter hanging over various pinball places, I guess. But it was... pinball was considered gambling when it first started, I guess, because I guess they didn't have the flippers when the pinball started. It was just kind of like you would just like, I guess,
pull the thing,
ball, and the ball would just go somewhere, and people would bet on where it went, I guess. So it was not really like a game of skill. So that was considered gambling. And they added the flippers in the 40s, and despite that fact, South Carolina banned the game for minors in 1959. They had a lot of things they were dealing with in the late 50s, early 60s. And they wanted to make sure they took care of the
high priority.
Scourge. Yeah. So then pinball got big in the 60s and 70s, even with the bans. And California Supreme Court in 1974 classified it as a game of skill and not of chance. And so other states sort of started kind of getting rid of the bans because it wasn't gambling anymore. And pinball, South Carolina was the last place. And I assume they had a guy with kind of his thumbs in the suspenders, explaining why, it's simply not right for the children to yada, yada, yada.
And now you can bet on Kalshi if any of the people who voted for that are dead or not, or like whatever the fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
When they will die.
When they will die.
And, there's no prohibition on you helping them die, other than just general laws, but you can make a lot of money. I guess the other things that were like on this in this law that are still, I guess, illegal are loitering in a billiard room if you're 18.
Sure.
Quote unquote running away. That's apparently illegal if you're under 18. You can't run away. I guess from home. I guess that would be sort of the rest of that.
Sure.
It can't be from anything. If a meteor comes down, you can't charge the whole town with running away.
Okay, so these are called status offenses. That's what these things are, and they're basically laws that only under 18-year-olds are not allowed to do. And let's see what they are here. Okay, this is interesting because the law says including but not limited to, which is strange because that's a pretty big catch-all there.
I feel like laws you really want them to be quite. Like specifically limited.
Yeah, I would like it to be
what
limited
you can't
to,
do.
actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
It means an offense which would not be a misdemeanor or a felony if committed by an adult. So it really is just like anything we don't like kids doing is illegal under this law.
Yeah, if you're under 18, don't do anything.
So we'll go to the last.
Don't bother us.
I'll go backwards because these are actual activities. Gaining admission to a theater by false identification. So you can't go see American Pie 2, with your fake ID or sneak in or whatever. Playing pinball machine with that apparently is being changed. Playing or loitering in a billiard room. Sure. Running away. It is just running away.
Running away.
It just says running away.
Illegal.
That is insane. Truancy. So you got to go to class. Yeah. And then this one. Incorrigibility or beyond the control of parents. So not listening to your mom and dad is illegal. That's a big hammer to be able to wield, as a parent in South Carolina.
Yeah.
I would think. I'm going to call the police.
I'm calling the cops.
Finish your vegetables.
Lobbied for that pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to super timeout, aka jail. We are putting you in prison until you finish your broccoli.
Don't you run away.
Yeah. Oh, you can't do anything. That's what, because people were running away once they were faced with prison time for disobeying their parents.
For being incorrigible.
It's illegal to say, I hate you to your mom and then slam your door. That's actually against the law. That's not allowed. You can't do that.
Yes.
Yeah. Slamming the door, I'm almost surprised is not in there. This does seem like just written by a parent who's having a bad day. It's
illegal to be under 18 and say shut up because that's the rudest thing you could say.
Mm-hmm.
It could not be ruder.
I am a little bit fascinated by this history of pinball as a gambling thing, where that they've described it to as that this was the old one where it was they released a ball like it just bounced into different holes, and then store owners often prizes to winners, and onlookers bet on where the ball might land. It's like this is one of those things when they're like kids are on their phones too much, and it's like you guys were watching a pinball game with no flippers? What? We have better stuff to do.
I like to imagine that the themes came before the flippers, where it was just they're like, oh, we've got a weird Baywatch themed one, but no flippers yet.
And back then too, that was also considered pornography. The Baywatch pinball was a combination gambling pornography machine that you were put in the stocks for immediately.
Coming home after a hard day's work. With your arm in a sling and no money from the factory because you were sure the ball was going in the clown's mouth and it wasn't. It did not.
We're ruined. Didn't go there. And there's even some. So this is also just you want to talk about whatever gerontocracy and senators or whatever. This is one of the legislators, Ronnie Cromer. He's talking about when he was young, he said he spent most of his $20 weekly allowance meant for food and gas on pinball machines. So he literally was going broke every week watching the pinball. No, this really was destroying lives back then. He said I would wind up eating cheap peanut butter and jelly sandwiches because I would spend all my food money. He'd spent all of his food money betting that it would go into the clown's mouth.
And this guy is okay. This guy wants it to not be illegal, or he wants the law to stay the way it is.
Right.
That's interesting.
He seems like he'd be like, we got to protect kids from this. I almost lost my parents' house on it.
It ruined my life. I stopped going to school. I didn't learn anything. I had no skills. So naturally, I became a dang politician. That's why I'm doing this.
I was riding the rail cars because of my losses down at Clownmouth Pinball. It doesn't say why he told this story, but that also could just be an old guy thing as well, as he's just kind of saying this out into the air, and somebody's writing it down.
He's saying out of corn pop.
Yeah, he does have an incredibly old man. This is like such a good. He's 80, if you were wondering.
Of course.
He goes, that was all we wanted to do was go play the pinball machines. Just like truly a guy.
Because there wasn't anything else.
Yeah,
Never heard so
not
much
a lot
malarkey
going
in my
on.
whole life.
Yeah, someone get Biden's. Ask him about the pinball days. Yeah, but so now it's
the only white
legal.
boy you know who did it.
That's right.
That's a classic Biden quote. Yeah, but they're so I assume they weren't enforcing this day to day that often in modern times, and this was more managerial.
Right.
Imagine being like the one like 17-year-old who was picked up on this for whatever, because they couldn't put something else on him. They're like, well, you were near a pinball machine, so you're going to jail.
Well, that's the problem, right? You don't want them to be able to just decide to enforce it against you basically.
Yes.
But if you're acting up, then you're going to jail. You're getting detained on a status offense.
Mm-hmm.
And they're
it's like running away. They just if you do something else they don't like, they'll just go down to the local pinball hall and comb it for footage of you playing and use that to
teenagers love going to the pinball halls these days.
Yeah.
I know you're not hanging out. I know you're not loitering in that billiard room right now.
Don't run away.
Yeah. As far as things for teens to be doing, I think I'd be happy to know it feels more like something they would lie about doing while doing something worse.
Yes.
While lighting fireworks off in the principal's house or destroying some sort of property. Yes. I don't know why I'm getting so old, elderly and cranky about
flushing a cherry bomb down the toilet at school and the toilet blows up. Those classic events.
Yes.
That's a big problem. That's like a lot. There's a lot that has to happen if that, not a great prank.
Yeah, no, the cherry bombs in the toilets. Apparently explosives, very just easy to get into a school at some point. And just completely destroy the plumbing.
Taste the bomb through the table.
There you go.
Yeah, it's so obviously this is also a problem. They're saying that they found out this is someone, Aaron Edwards, who opened a pinball arcade, and obviously once you open a pinball arcade, kind of your clientele. Though I'd argue around here in Brooklyn, you do get a lot of 35 to 40-year-old men in your pinball bar.
Yeah.
But down there, they do describe their clientele as made up of boys between the ages of 8 and 12. So
it's a damn.
That seems like what it's for.
This whole outfit's illegal. They got to shut them down.
Mm-hmm. They're just they're a hive of villainy, considering according to this law. But they finally corrected it, which is nice. And there's someone who's worried that the barring younger generations from playing carries the risk of turning pinball into a lost art, which is generous.
That was the last thing that they had to fix in South Carolina, and everything is good now.
Yeah, like super good state with like really good policies.
Good flag.
Yeah.
Good state flag. Can't argue.
Yeah, good state flag.
Yep, working from the top down, highest priority to lowest priority.
Yeah.
The rest of it just, bits and bobs. Now that they've got the pinball thing sorted out, everything will certainly be fine.
Who cares about reproductive rights?
No. Pinball. The two things go hand in hand. One, it'll all shake out. Once the pinball stuff's sorted, it'll trickle down. Their classic thing. But yeah, so if you want to go play pinball in South Carolina,
if you've been waiting,
you won't get arrested.
And you're a teenager.
And you're a teenager. One of the many teenagers who listens to our podcast. Good news. You can play pinball in South Carolina.
Imagine?
You can.
We are the lamest people who have ever lived to a teenager tuning this in for a second.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Rebook. Don't cancel that flight. Big 17th birthday party at the Pinball Hall in South Carolina.
That's right.
Get over there. Number three. Number three this week comes to us from Otter Chaos in the Discord. It also comes to us. We got two people who submitted this. And Official NFL. Good to have
Number 2.
Wow.
Good to have the Official NFL as a listener. Thank you so much.
That is cool.
Please profit share with us in some way if you'd like. You guys are sitting on quite a nest egg there. And this is a kind of like brand of story we've covered, which is people who dropped something in a toilet and will not admit that thing is gone. They try to go after it, and so that's what happened. This is a California campsite. As far as toilets go, campsite.
Oh, yes.
Not one of the best ones. You know. The
Less
problem
a
with
toilet, more a sewage hole.
yeah. A throwback to the days of where it was just a hole, and then that was, they were like, well, we've sort of solved this problem. It's not
there's
on
some
you.
blue water in there too. Is that good? Nope, making it worse.
Yeah. No. We filled it with the juice from the barbershops. It's fine. It'll all even itself out chemically. So this is a camper. This is in a California campground. He dropped his sunglasses in the toilet and decided, weighed his options, I would assume, while sitting there, and decided that sunglasses were worth the risk.
It's like, keep going. I just have
no. Feel free to jump in.
Of all of the things, like if you dropped your keys, I could see being like, I genuinely need these to get in my house, and also like there is a process of disinfecting where like I don't put you put glasses on your face.
Yeah,
It
think
just
they'd be
can't
retired.
have been in a toilet.
Yeah, there's certain things I think where you just they're done for, even though they're effectively cursed. Like, even though, because you could look at them and they look fine, but because there's this history that this dark history of being in, again, a campground toilet, just, I mean, you now have sort of like, once you retrieve the sunglasses from the toilet, you have sort of like a conjunctivitis machine where you can just give pink eye to anyone that you trick into wearing them. And that is like the thing we've covered, as we said, this is sort of our beat. But like, this is definitely the lowest stakes thing that someone has climbed into a campground toilet. Or I don't know if he climbed in, but he definitely ended up in there fully. He fell. That's the description they give.
Yeah.
His legs were kicking up in the air, and
If a splash was part of it, it's bad.
Oh yeah, and I think that this man would be. He would have loved for there to be a splash. I think
a splash
toilet
is probably
more
better
just
than not having a
than
splash. Than whatever you want to call the
whatever
other noise.
Yeah, what's the sound of hitting a semi-solid?
Splash, squelch. Yeah, perhaps
Squish.
Yeah, and so we use these keys as one of them again, which is like, especially those like whatever car keys now cost like hundreds of dollars or something, because they've got, you can play Doom on them. They're hooked into the like ARPANET or whatever. They're so expensive. So key is one thing. Phone is a very common one, which people love phone. So
need phone.
You understand.
Yeah, but like,
have to look at phone.
I know we need phone. We live for phone. Phone is life. But I don't know. I'm not sure, short of being like, this is the only set of keys to my home and there is no getting into my home without this set of keys. I don't know if there's anything I would climb into a campground toilet for. Yeah.
And I have to imagine, I mean, like, even if he's just trying to reach and then falls, like,
I won't sit on a campground toilet.
Yeah. You won't sit, much less cross the boundary, cross the portal.
Yeah, I'm not going below the meniscus of
yeah. Not toilet. Breaking the veil that separates worlds of ours and the sewer world that we do not belong in and should not be in.
No.
Because I got to think, like, I'm trying to keep this as not disgusting as possible given the story.
You can't. It's disgusting.
Yeah. It's like, because you there's no way you could have reached them. And if you could reach them, then that's a huge problem in itself. Because it's like, what are you doing here? You got to be cleaning this out. Because it's a pit. They've dug a pit.
It's a hole in the ground that people shit in.
What? Let's say,
it's a literal shithole.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if it was just a straight up, like wad of cash, like a, drug dealer style rubber banded, like, pack of just hundreds. I'm like, what number?
Right. What's the amount?
Gets me to cross that.
It's pretty high.
Yeah, I think it is. It's probably rent. I'm like, That I'll be like, if me reaching into a toilet was my job once a month, I would probably be like, maybe. If I could just like have
if it takes care of all your expenses, there are worse things. There are worse jobs.
Yeah. Somebody cleans out that it's somebody's job to work within that framework. So
I didn't even think of that. That is incredibly disrespectful to the guy whose job is to clean.
Yeah, but
if he can reach his sunglasses, maybe they're not hiring anybody.
But they're not shoving their hand in there for
grabbing
sunglasses.
stuff in there. Yeah, I think that's not really what's going on.
They're not fishing around. They're not falling in.
Yeah. I'm now imagining like that kind of non-starter to like go to the campground staff and be like, hey, I dropped my sunglasses in the toilet. And they'd be like, cool.
Good luck.
Yeah, we're not. That's beyond what we do for you.
They're part of the toilet now.
Yeah. Congratulations on contributing.
I didn't notice
it's
until after I got out. Somebody else went in after me already. So
sacrifice to the campground toilet gods. They need sunglasses once a year.
Of course, then like 2 days later, you're in the same campground and you see a giant fly wearing your sunglasses. And you're like, they got him.
Oh, nice.
Cool fly.
Real nice. Where'd you get those?
Trying to confront the fly, being like, hey, what's up, man? I'm not sure if those are, I don't know if you just have the same sunglasses as me, but I think those might be mine. That's
Where'd you get those? It's like Sunglass Hut. It's like, okay.
Oh, you can go to Sunglass Hut? They let you in there? Yeah, if you're a big enough fly. It reminds me of like back in my drinking days, like going to a bar that we all know actually, and like I'd lost a hat and I went in and the bar back was just wearing my hat. And I had to be like, that's mine. And he was like, yeah, oh yeah, this is probably yours. Then he handed it to me. And it was very sweaty because he'd been working with it on, which I guess if I fucked up, that's their right to get to wear the hat for a while.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a community hat now.
Yeah, it's just part of their, part of the uniform is my hat. So he fell in. Thankfully, they say he was not injured, but did require a, quote, hosing down, which, that's how you fix that.
That doesn't feel like enough.
Yeah, it does. Like we said, like water, powerful stuff, but definitely would I don't know. Maybe
I'd want to go to where like they kept E.T. when he was dying. Like whatever they're doing there. That's like the level of precautions I would like to have around me if I fell into a campground toilet.
Yeah, you can have the top layer of my skin. Strip me down. Flay me, maybe, actually. Yeah. I'd like to I'll just regrow everything from scratch, because this is now forever cursed. So this occurred at about 2:30 PT, so like middle of the day, too. I mean, I was kind of thinking...
Yeah, not even like drunk at night. Like, that's where I'm just like, yeah. I mean, like, yuck, but like middle of the afternoon, fishing in a toilet.
Full risk calculation capability is still going.
Yes.
Yeah, this is worth it. He fell in. He was inside the tank, very generous. Inside the tank for 10 to 15 minutes.
No,
so
that's so long.
I bet
I don't
he does
talk
not
to my
feel
parents
like
on the phone for 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah. You call them if you fell in. Like,
all right. So if you're in the campground toilet, you've already called for help. Maybe you called someone using your phone, unclear. But do you like look at your phone while you're waiting? Are you like in that
Instagram?
After it's been a few minutes, or you're like, well, shit. All right, what's going on here?
Literally, shit.
Check the news. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like,
I mean,
and so they open the thing and look down. Like, it's like, are you looking at your fucking phone right now?
Yeah. And then also, like, what the rest of his, I assume it's a man.
Yes.
Like the rest of his party's like, where's Steve? And then like you come back covered in blue and brown. Just like covered in shit. Like, oh.
Coming back, like, hey man, did you just it looks like you got hosed down. What happened?
Why are you soaking wet and what does that smell?
Hey man, did you get hosed
really hard
wearing your sunglasses?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hopefully nobody goes, I don't know if it's better and it's like one of those things where it's like you're in there and you're like, I don't know if I want somebody I know to come in here or not. Because on one hand, like I get rescued maybe, but on the other hand,
this will taint.
I'm witnessed.
Right. Like if someone I knew, if this happened to them, like I think it's like friendship over. Like, I don't think we come back from this.
You gotta.
It's definitely always in the background.
Of course.
You have to do the adult equivalent of changing high schools. Like you have to just move. New city.
Would have to. I think you would have to start your life over.
Yeah.
I don't think there's you can't like go to work.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You're like 10 years later, getting married, you hear somebody whispering in the crowd, and you immediately like, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're saying. This is supposed to be the best day of my life. Please don't. It's on the invitation. They're like, we would please love if everyone would refrain from talking about when David was in the toilet at the campground. It's one of our rules. Pretty please. Yeah. So they do. Props to the reporter for getting into this. Looking into it. They did look into reviews of the toilet facilities at Camp Edison.
What state is this in?
There's one-star review, and we can assume who that was.
It was my birthday, as every good one-star review begins. And the waiter pushed me into the camp toilet.
The doorman wouldn't let us into the toilet.
And I still had to pay.
Yeah. So it's like they do look at the reviews. Again, I think almost all these reviews aren't going to be too helpful because they're, I would assume, entirely involved in like the outer world of the toilet, outer world of the bathroom.
They haven't crossed that Rubicon.
Yeah, they haven't gone to the
but how was it in the tank? I don't know. Probably bad.
This guy doesn't know anything about the tank. He's just talking about lid.
Yeah. I don't think he was even in there. He didn't look in the tank. He didn't root around.
Where did he spend 8-9 minutes in there? Unless you're spending 10 to 15, you don't know what's going on in there.
Yeah, you got to be spending a full 45, and if you really want to get the vibe of a place, being a power user of only campground restrooms on Yelp, like just have like elite reviewer, it'd just be like, okay, so I spent 2 to 3 hours here, had a wonderful time, tank was great. Yeah,
shaking down the campground for free stuff to go review their bathroom.
Yeah. Such a good sunglass selection down there.
Yeah. Sort of a sunglass pit. You said sunglass hut, sunglass pit. Get in there. They're free in one way. In a money way, they're free. In another way, they're
You do pay for expensive. Them in other ways.
You pay for them with very possibly your life.
Yes.
Again, not the cleanest stuff in the world. He is fine. They say this is, yeah. They say,
okay.
They do at least do him the favor of obscuring his identity, or at least not giving his full name. No picture of him, which I'm sure he's very.
Wait, what state was this in?
California.
Oh.
So
was gonna guess New Jersey.
Yeah, that would track. So California, I mean, at least probably maybe a healthy diet. I don't know. Probably a lot of. I'm trying to think what. I don't know why I'm thinking about what state's toilet I would least like to fall into while trying to retrieve my sunglasses. But
Texas.
There's worse ones. Texas, yeah.
And barbecue states.
In a roadhouse, Texas Roadhouse barbecue, not great. Outback Steakhouse, not.
You want to stay away from really hot and really cold places. I think that's a big one. I think to start with. Although if it's really cold and it's all frozen, then it's not as bad.
I feel like Alaska, you would just you might break your shoulder, but at least you wouldn't be.
Oh, my collarbone
in it.
Yeah. That would be one where I might, if I dropped the sunglasses and I heard them clatter, I'd be like, I might be able to get them out. I might be able.
You don't know how thick that ice is.
Yeah,
this is really
falling
just
through like a lake.
Viral marketing for croquis. This is why everyone should have croquis.
Yes.
Yeah. That's especially when you're using the bathroom. That's when they keep them on. That's when they need to be retained.
That's what they should be for. There should be croquis that you can buy walking into a campground bathroom.
It is. That would be such a strong suggestion though. You look at it, you're like, why? Oh, I guess that could happen.
Trust me, you're gonna need these.
You're gonna need these.
Just in case.
What's going on in there?
Yeah, well, God bless this poor man who hopefully remains anonymous for the rest of his life. Hopefully this never leaks any information about this.
I know.
I bet he's hoping the news moves real fast in this area so that they don't continue to research what happened here.
He's going to rob a bank to push things, to get a new headline out there.
Yeah, commit a bunch of crimes just to push the Google search down.
Yeah, just reset anything and just making 100 personal websites for fake jobs. Just
I got to go on
anything.
some kind of spree here to make sure that there's something else being. So just trying to figure out what kind of spree I want to go on.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Get off the printer.
Riz, the guest cat, is on a trade.
He's on the printer. Get off the printer.
He's trying to print. Trying to scan.
It's gonna break. We all know it's gonna break.
As if it functions.
Right.
It's purely decorative.
Riz is scanning my lease on my printer. I don't know why.
He's printing out a W-9.
This freelance work, as is everybody.
Again, he did book a commercial, so.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, Riz's career officially eclipsing many of us.
I don't book.
What is the commercial for?
It's for an automatic feeder.
Oh, sure.
And he's really fat, so he could sell eating.
It works.
Oh, yeah.
It works. Look how fat he is. I have to set it up today.
Oh, yeah. Do you just film it? This is a.
They're coming
in-house.
to my place to film it. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, wow. Well, you get him off the printer.
He's a star. Yeah. We're not climbing on the printer.
This is a pet friendly podcast where we all talk. You hear kind of just like mischief in the background sometimes.
Yes. When I record my podcast, sometimes he does, because he does his daily howls and screams.
You told me that before we started. Like he does his. You did say it as he does his screams.
He does his screams. He goes in the bathroom and screams, which I read is like something that they like. We lost Pet. There he is. He goes in the bathroom every day, and like I read that like they like to go into a room with like the least, like that has the most reverberation and echo and scream because it's fun for them.
All right. I mean, I can see it. That is, look, who are we to deny them things when one thing pets do have is they are great at filling free time, and if one of their things is to go into a echoey room and
scream. Yeah, it's like he has a really good time doing that, and I'm like, who am I to deny him an activity? He doesn't have a phone. But it is like always when I'm recording something, and there's always like in the background, it's like very spooky.
Just ghosts.
So, yeah. If it's not that, he's on the printer, so...
Yeah, I mean, they do like it's really impressive their ability to fill time. I'm almost jealous of it because, like, for example, like toys or whatever. It's like, well, if you bought me like a stuffed pickle that squeaks, I don't think I would get 10 years of entertainment out of it.
Right.
But they are fully like, this could hold on.
He comes back to he has a pickle that's filled with catnip, and he'll like, I'm just like, it's like he forgets about it and then rediscovers it, and I'm like, your world is 2 rooms. How are you forgetting about this?
It's a blessing. Yeah. It's Christmas every day when the catnip pickle remembers that he has it.
No.
But as far as Toilet Man, which is the name he's trying to avoid, I assume.
I'm sure.
Yeah, he is, as far as I know, still alive.
He's alive. But, to what end?
Yeah. But does he want to be is the question after that. And should we do number 2?
Well, that's... Toilet Man, I hate that.
Yes. Funnily enough, this happens. We did, as we said, this is our beat, so we've stumbled into an accidental pun that comes up.
Number 2.
Should we do number 2 and then someone down below screams, "No, don't!"
Not more. There's plenty.
Okay, so I have been. Number 2 comes to us from. Hamburger Hinderer has a job. Congratulations to Hamburger Hinderer in the Discord. This website absolutely chewed up my computer's memory. I've been sort of freezing in and out due to whatever processes are running in the background of this website. So this is a sacrifice that I'm making of my computer for this story. So this is a guy. I guess it's a prank. But he basically is he set up a green screen on a roller coaster, so he had like a green poster board behind him. He's on a roller coaster, and he set up like an office background behind him, and he is basically just on a Zoom call at work while on the roller coaster, pretending to participate normally. And it's pretty good.
What?
Bet.
It's solid. You really got to hope that where you work encourages the sort of it. I mean, he has to have not done a loop, right? Because I'm seeing a picture. He's holding a lap. He has a lap. How did he get on there with a laptop? That seems like something.
Yeah, or is it a phone?
It's
a laptop.
A full laptop. Just, I guess the South Korean carnies also not very stringent about like roller coaster rules in general.
Yeah.
They're also smoking a long cigarette. They're also just smoking a long cigarette, smoking 100 and slamming the lever down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't realize that he had a background, and that does make it much better because then you just have to base, I guess, off of like his hair movement and sort of like slowly.
He makes a lot of faces.
Yeah.
It's very good. There's like even obviously if you were listening you can't see the video or see this picture, but just from the picture he has like it's one of those things where like I don't think up until this moment in my life I could ever be like I could identify someone who's on a roller coaster by sight if they're not screaming. And now I'm like, no, that's what you look like when you're on a roller coaster. It's giving him this kind of beautiful cheekbone prominence because of just I guess the G forces. Yeah. It's really pulling him back. He looks great.
I like how there's like when you watch the video, there's like clearly like shadows of like leaves on trees or something. You know what I mean? There's like lots of happening on his face, and it's just a static background, which is good. And
imagine if like this was the roller coaster ride that Fabio was on, where he like hit a bird and it died on his face
and destroyed his face. We moved on from that far too quickly. If you're not familiar with the Fabio Goose incident,
it's so funny.
And surrounded by models when it happened because it was a promotion, I believe,
Busch Gardens.
Yeah, because they were launching a coaster that was called like Apollo's Chariot or something. So they wanted him to be, and if you wanted a Greek god at the time, you got Fabio. He was the guy. And so it was
There's no heir apparent to that kind of guy.
Yeah. I think that kind of handsome fell out of vogue. Now you want the like weird little rat men and stuff, which is, I applaud. But like that sort of just crazy, like lantern jawed, like
long hair, barrel chested,
very romance novel. Very.
I'm not getting any hits on who is Fabio's successor, who is Fabio's heir.
Oh, they haven't. No one's writing that list.
Yeah, well, he hasn't died, so they haven't had the conclave yet.
Yeah, they don't have to worry about it.
Yeah,
yeah. Left childless, sadly, Fabio, against all odds. I don't know. Maybe he does have a kid, but
no children.
He was on the roller coaster surrounded by like models in like togas, all white, which is not helpful given that they didn't know how much viscera was going to be involved. They couldn't have known. But yeah, the goose directly into the face. I think he had to have like reconstructive surgery because one of those things, real physics problem. You're like, okay, even if it's something that is a feathered, which feathers traditionally soft. Mass.
Still a physical body, and you're it's like a SH. It's like if Fabio on a roller coaster is traveling at 45 miles an hour, like and a goose is,
and the strength of a facial bone structure is
right.
Of course, now looking for.
I mean, they almost took down Sully, for God's sakes. This guy took one in the face.
Yeah, we're just lucky that birds aren't willing to put it all on the line to stop stuff because they've got a power. I've now found the famous Fabio photo. Sorry to listeners who can't see it, but
it's one of the
just
best.
Him.
Okay, Fabio? Well, he's got blood all over his face, and that's the main thing.
Yeah. The one I was like is all these models around. One who seems to think it's funny next to him. Based on his facial expression, which you kind of must if your friend gets hit with a goose.
And like he seemingly was fine, like from like a
medically
physical
he wasn't
standpoint.
dead.
Yeah, medically fine. Like obviously there was work that needed to be done, but he wasn't going to die.
Okay, this is a really good headline from Vanity Fair. This is from years later, 2021. Fabio reminisces about goose smash on roller coaster. I did my job. That was his job. It was a hit on the goose. There's only one way to take out this goose, with your face.
Yeah. Target eliminated. The goose. And Yeah, I mean, it is like, until they kind of get the medics there, you probably don't think it's that bad. It would be one thing if he just went slack in the roller coaster seat after the use. Then you're taken out. But yeah, the South Korean guy on the roller coaster with the laptop, really incredible bit. I'm trying to see. I don't know if they didn't feel. They do also have a picture of the meeting happening, and I would say there's 5 people in the meeting, including Roller Coaster Man. Mm-hmm. One of them seems to be noticing he's on a roller coaster in the photo. One guy who I think is probably more senior is absolutely just plowing through. Like everything about it.
He's looking at his notes or whatever.
I don't care. But also, like, how do you even? It's like, Greg, are you on a roller coaster right now? Like, it's such a crazy thing.
None of these people are in normal locations to be having a Zoom meeting. By the way, like setting aside the roller coaster guy, like the first guy looks like he's in a coffee shop, but like he's lit like he's outside. The next guy looks like he's on the toilet. Like I don't know what the decor is of the place that he's in. That's strange. This lady looks like, I guess that's a fridge right behind her, so she's like sitting in the break room maybe. And then the fourth lady, it looks like she's in like a liminal space of some kind, like an airport or something. And then this guy's Yeah, I respect the fourth person for just being like, I don't give a shit what my camera looks like. I'm not trying to set up a background. Seriously, it's very low. I'm like really close to it, so it's stretching me out somehow. I don't even know how you get that effect from like a laptop camera.
Yeah, very weird.
I look like I'm getting sucked into the Ghostbusters trap on video. It doesn't matter. So he's. I mean, I do like these pranks that are just kind of like banking on the power, like you said, of like social inertia, where it's like,
yes,
is anyone going to gather the energy to just even breach this? Like to just be like, what is going on?
Is anybody going to say anything?
Mark,
it's like a game of chicken.
Yeah. Getting on the roller coaster meeting and realizing after the fact that HR is also there and you are being let go, like you don't realize.
This is your we're doing layoffs.
You're like at the roller coaster and you see that HR has been added to the meeting invitation and you're like, well, I'm already here, so I'm gonna fucking do it.
Gonna do it.
I'm recording this thing.
Let it rip.
Yeah. That the just joining it, it's a one-on-one and you get in and there's 5 people there and you go,
oh no, and then you go upside down and your hair is going vertical.
Now, of course, you know Kristen and Josh from HR, right? Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna let actually Josh lead right now.
There's some changes going on here.
You're on the Batwing, the one where you're suspended from like horizontally from there. Just a bad. I understand kind of why they do it, but that is such a weird thing of when you're like, I don't know if listeners have been fired before, but when they bring in people like that, as if they really treat you like you're gonna like rip your shirt off and have explosives on you. They're like, there's like HR people that are like on their tiptoes, like every muscle tensed. Mm-hmm. It's like, I'm just gonna go home. Honestly, I think it's probably
every HR meeting. There's an air marshal there, a guy who has a gun, but you don't know which person it is, and they're ready to take you out. If needed. I had one where it was like a temp thing that ended, and they called us into a meeting. Some of the people in like sort of the pool of people that were working on this thing, and like right before the meeting started, like. Somebody took over my computer and started closing all the windows and like shut it down. And I was like, well, I don't think I'm going to bring a pad to this meeting. Somebody tells me I'm not going to need to take a lot of notes.
I don't need to take minutes
here. I think I know what's
hands. Let me see hands.
Yeah, like you're working on a casino floor.
Don't do it.
Yeah. No, that's also part of the layoff now, which is like there's a bit of a hint when you're like your computer completely shuts down and your Slack doesn't work and your email's gone. Yeah, it's really.
I worked at a museum, and I like got to work one day. They like I got laid off. They were like, yeah, we have no money, and we're like really mismanaging every single penny that comes through here. And I got to my desk in the morning, and my chair was gone, and there was just a note on my computer, like a piece of paper. They were like, "Come to Susan's office." I was like, okay,
why
and they were like,
chair?
somebody just like took it. I was like, okay,
won't be eating this anymore.
Yeah, you're not going to sit down.
And
then they were like,
you had a Herman Miller. Somebody was like, I'm on this. This is immediate. I'm snagging.
And then they were like, do you want to work the rest of the week? And I go, no. And I just left.
I mean, that was that was my only
work all week.
Yeah, this is like the middle of the day, and I was like, does anyone have any questions? I was like, yeah, do we get paid for the rest of the day? Like, do we have to work the rest of the day? And they were like, nah, yes, you do. I was like, cool. All right, that's all I needed to know. I'll figure out the rest later.
Yep.
I know I can't get back into my computer. I've been told or I've been shown. So yeah.
I'll go play on my keyboard for 3 hours. I had the worst one I got was like a startup I got let go from like a long time ago now, but the guy in the thing was like letting me go, and he was like, you shouldn't be doing this anyway, man. He was like, you're so funny. You should be like on SNL. And I was like, cool. I'll go do that.
I'll call Lauren.
Send an email. Send a letter.
Yeah, I really think he thought that was
take your resume down to 30 Rock and tell them you deserve to be on the show.
Yes, I don't deserve this other job, but I deserve to be on this show.
Right, I can't do data entry, but
but here I'll thrive.
Have you considered writing a letter to David Letterman? It's like, well, that show doesn't exist anymore, but yeah, maybe he can put me in touch with someone. That might work. Sure.
Yeah. My parents have been telling me work in a mailroom. I don't think those exist.
You got to work your way up.
I'll get on
exactly.
it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think this is just a very solid bit from the roller coaster meeting, man.
Yeah.
Also, he works at a municipal job, which I guess like that would give you just enough protection to pull this sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I got a little bit of job security. I'm gonna risk a smidgen of that on attending a Zoom meeting from a roller coaster.
Very like there's nothing in the rule book that says an employee can't be on a roller coaster.
Although he does appear to be a YouTuber, which I think he should be put in jail, actually. So there is that problem, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They should put him in that toilet.
It should be illegal
for that. Yeah. And then before we'll do number one, I would highly recommend. There's also a video that goes around of a guy in a job interview, and the job interview people realize that he is lying down. And like is using it like clearly like them, and it like turns into them finally confronting him by going, "Can you drink water right now on camera?" And then he's trying to do it, and he's holding the water bottle, and you can see all the bubbles on the front of it. It's
really funny.
Just a very enjoyable little video to track down and find out. But let's do number one.
Let's do it.
And this week's number one reason to say what a time to be alive.
Number one this week comes to us from Pappyland in the Discord. Thank you, Pappyland. This is another criminal of the road, another man who's flaunting the laws of our beautiful asphalt, majesty. I'm trying to think of a lot of ways to say roads here. And unfortunately, this has nothing to do, as far as I can tell, with the speed. It has much more to do with the car. This is not a Corvette. This is a guy who has bought, I would have to imagine this is definitely a custom job, seeing that this car is they call it the 23-foot long big banana car. And
big banana car.
That
sounds like a Richard Scary vehicle.
Yeah, and what it is kind of what you'd expect, 23-foot long banana with seats put in it. Kind of does look like a roller coaster, to be quite honest. A roller coaster that's been retconned to be not street legal, I think. So yeah, it is, as far as describing the vehicle to you, it is, imagine a banana.
Okay. I'm there.
Butt first as long as stem back. And then kind of a windshield just jammed into it. Mm-hmm. And then 4 seats, which is pretty good, for a banana. You wouldn't think that you'd be able to go take a full nuclear family in one. But just in a row. Straight back, one behind the other. The guy driving it, I'm assuming is its maker.
Splash Mountain style.
Yes.
Yeah, the classic Splash Mountain vehicle
Log
design.
flume style.
Log flume style.
And so the thing is that this guy loves his big banana car. And I believe he's got the pieces on it to make it street legal.
Sure.
But despite that, you guys are going to be shocked to know that he does get pulled over on all the time, constantly.
Yeah.
He says he might be the most pulled over man in America. since he built this banana thing. He says he's been pulled over hundreds of times. He drives this 23-foot banana across the country. So
he wants to get pulled over. He's just going for a ride in his favorite car.
imagine these guys doing 110 street racing in the big banana car.
Man, the pieces of banana are just shuddering off with the speed.
It's peeling.
Yeah, that would be beautiful. I mean, this is also, I'm just thinking about going 100 in this thing. Also, the thing about novelty cars to me is whenever I see a novelty car like this, like the classic Wienermobile, whatever, what have you.
Yeah.
Like statistically, given the plenty of like traffic accidents, one of them has to have hit someone. And then you're,
for sure.
It's just, and I'm imagining the banana car on top of it being very insulting and all that. Like it is not a great shape to get. You're getting speared pretty much.
Yeah. Imagine getting hit, being in like a hit and run, and then having to be like, the cops are like, hey, like what did you see the plates? And it's like, no, it was just like a huge banana.
It was a big
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You've had
And they're like,
injury.
we have hundreds of photos of this guy. Yeah. I think hit and run completely off the table if you're in the big banana car. You just trade insurance.
Yeah.
Don't try to get away. Even funnier, they're looking at surveillance footage and it's the big banana car, but the license plate is obscured and they're like, there's simply no way to know.
How could we find him?
Yeah. Put out a bolo. So yeah, he's you're not, again, so many details in this beggar belief, but he is a lifelong hot rod enthusiast, and built himself.
This guy loves Rat Fink.
He goes, yeah, he definitely does. And his whole story of why this car got built, I was hoping there was like some sort of, real like historical in his life, bananas are preeminent or something. He just said he was wondering.
It's a monkey.
Now that is a good time. Now that's something we all sorely need at this moment. It's something the monkey from Speed Racer. He pulls up next to Speed Racer in the banana car and then screams. He mostly screams in that movie, I think. I don't know if he speaks English. So he just became a person who just looked at everything and asked, can I turn that into a car? And then he says, one day I found myself standing beside a bowl of fruit in a gas station. And
yeah, how they always have such good produce there.
Yeah. This is a very brown banana that he's built. It's a disgusting, years old banana. So he built, I do love this part of it, where he's like, oh, I think I can make a banana car. And he did. And he built the banana car. But then he says what the surprise to him is that he built the banana car and then realized that it was his, like the other guy, he said, it was my favorite car. So he has other cars, but he describes now the banana car as his daily driver. Like he's like, if I'm running to the store, I'm taking the banana because I guess it's just, must handle really nicely, something like that.
Very life hacker language. My daily driver. Here's what's in my everyday carry and my daily driver.
I feel like it wouldn't take corners well. It's so long.
Yeah, it's
you have to do a wide left.
Yeah. It's got kind of like those hot rod like spaced out wheels. This is a real Will.i.am vehicle. If you haven't seen his famous like spider car. I mean, parking seems like interesting.
Yeah.
I
mean, getting pulled over hundreds of times. It's like, at what point it's like, I have stuff I have to do. Like he presumably has to be places.
Right. Like he does that. Like, it's like, it would be annoying to get pulled over pretty much, I assume, every time you take it out.
Oh yeah. I mean, you're going to get pulled over just for like, either which way. It's like, but it's sort of, it's like having a pet parrot. It's like being that guy that has a bird on his shoulder at the grocery store. It's like,
it's for that.
Yeah. You've baked this into your schedule. You're like, it's going to take a little longer.
Google Maps is like driving 45 minutes, driving banana car 61 minutes.
Yeah, adding in speed cameras and also regular people, bystander cameras. Yeah. I wonder if that ever happens with like the snake guys or like the parrot guys where they like have to do a chore or an errand and they're like, I don't have time. I'm not bringing the parrot. I can't deal with it. I just need to go in and out.
Going loose today.
Step out of the banana, please, sir.
Yeah. It does make it hard to pull you over.
Like, does he have registration for it? Like,
do you know?
what?
Do you know how banana you were driving? It's like what? Yeah. Okay.
I think, I think like he's done enough, or he knows enough to have made it. Like, it seems to be street legal in some way, where because otherwise it would have been impounded. Like,
is
every
it
time.
insured?
Sure
Yeah.
How is it insured? Who is insuring this vehicle?
Dole.
Getting my family car totaled by the uninsured Big Banana, being sent rocketing into debt. But yeah, he just drives it around the country. He's apparently, as you can imagine, he wants to race the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile very badly, and he's challenged it multiple times.
He's challenging it. He's challenging them to a debate.
He's challenging them to meet them on the marketplace of ideas. And to their credit, I think they've said no. They're just like, this is not a joke to us. We don't want to be part of whatever you're doing.
Yeah, they're like, we're backed by a huge corporation. Like, this is a marketing tool, not just like a weird hobby.
Yeah. You're actually, I think you should know you're like a huge brand danger. You're just not somebody that we really want to be tying anything to, as far as officially. And he's driving around. He likes this, and he's calling his he's driven to Mexico, driven across the country, wants to drive it through Central America. And he's calling it, which I don't love, the adventure, The World Needs More Whimsy Grand Tour. And I don't like the resurgence of the word whimsy.
I don't either.
I'm not a big fan of it.
Yeah, very 2010 coded sort of behavior.
Yeah, little twee.
Yeah.
Little
There's
stomp,
been, like,
little
I've
stomp
seen-
clap, little ho-hey stuff going on.
Which is also being relitigated for some reason.
I know.
And yeah, I've seen literal like people being like, it's like, oh, why did millennials lose whimsy? And it's like, we didn't lose it. We put it to bed. We buried it. Like,
Yeah, we were like, we did it. We finished it.
we all watched New Girl.
We killed everyone who had one of those mustache finger tattoos. They killed them.
Yes.
They're dead.
Yeah, real. Oh, why don't we dig up the mummy? I wonder why they buried this mummy. Leave the mummy in the ground. You don't know what you're unleashing upon yourself.
No.
But Banana Man is bringing it back. Sure, fine. I don't know. Just don't do it near me, I guess, is my take on this.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah. Out in the middle of the country. Enjoy. Some dad is going to laugh so hard he crashes his car. Good for that. But, yeah.
I don't want to see that. Valerie Cherish.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Me, about the banana car.
Yeah. But yeah, it's legal apparently, to all of our dismay.
For now,
yeah. It's like I'm writing a law. I'm legislating.
Until
I'm
Congress acts, this man is allowed to
They're
do
like,
this.
first we're getting teens playing pinball again, and then we're getting on the banana car legislation.
Yeah. We are putting forward legislation. We're trying to get a bipartisan coalition going, bipartisan committee to just get this guy to stop
unifies
doing
the country.
Yeah, just get this one guy to stop. That's what we're trying to do.
They're like, we're fine with democratic socialism now as long as we can outlaw the banana car.
Yeah. Big like shaking hands like it's a summit. Bring that orb back from that treaty that did.
Oh my god, that orb. God, we live in the dumbest fucking
Oh man, the orb. Hell yeah, dude.
The orb.
Yeah. Oh, the orb.
They should get the damn minions in this car. They love bananas, right? That's
do they? They're just yellow,
they love
right?
to say, they say banana.
They yell banana.
They say
banana. Do they? Yeah. I don't really know much about the minions.
Well, they were. The important thing you need to know is that they were all asleep during World War II, so they didn't work for Hitler. That's the
canonically.
main thing. Yeah.
Okay.
They did retcon that
because historically they're immortal and they always worked for the most evil being on the planet. Basically.
Oh, so, with the exception of Hitler.
Well, correct. They just kind of like they're frozen in ice or something. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
They were tired. They were tired. They didn't do that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they worked for Pol Pot or if there was somebody worse at that point. Yeah. It's unclear, but
that one they've covered. Yeah.
So everyone get your finger mustache tattoo. Send in photos. Send them to Allison.
Bring back whimsy.
Mm-hmm. That's what I need right now.
That's right.
Yeah. Do plugs, Allison? You got a big.
Buy my book. Buy my book. It's called I'm a Lot. You can order it wherever you order books. Pre-orders are very important. So if you could order it before it comes out on July 7th, that somehow helps me. I don't know how, but it allegedly does. It's very
mysteriously.
important. It is a memoir in essays about my life. So if you think that you want to know more about me, you should get it. There are no banana cars and there's very little whimsy in it. So if that seems up your alley, please buy my book.
Borat voice, my life.
That's it. My book.
Yeah. There you go. That is bringing in numbers. Amazon is down.
My genocidal country.
Yeah.
Sorry, do we talk about Israel on this one?
Yeah, no. We're fine with
sorry.
The banana car has crashed. Yeah.
Hearing, oh no, my podcast covering that. No, we have no. We're cool with you using Sacha Baron Cohen to attack. That's clear
to attack, like an action figure. Yeah, exactly.
Throwing him like a spear.
Like and subscribe.
Find our Patreon bonus episodes, merch, Discord, and more at whatatimepod.com. And follow us on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram at whatatimepod. Check out Cap's other podcast, Lie, Cheat, and Steal, about liars, frauds, thieves, and bullshitters. Theme song by Naughty Professor. Thanks for listening, and best of luck.
As far as us, I don't really got a lot going on, But you can find me on Instagram, Yahoo Toolbar. Blue Sky is just my name, I believe. And then, I stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/pig_dog if you're a video game person. Patty?
You can check me out. I'm going to be in my banana car driving around the country spreading whimsy over the next few months. So that's
exciting.
That's cool. For exclusive announcement here. I haven't told anyone yet. My family, my job. I'm doing it. We got to get this whimsy back. No, I got nothing. PattyMo.com on Blue Sky, I guess. So check that out for sure.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks.